Hello, everyone. Mandy Davis, the Director of Trauma-Informed Oregon here, a licensed clinical social worker. And I just want to take a moment to share my gratitude for educators, for all of the staff in schools. Right now, you have been holding a lot over this year, and you are continuing to hold that space. And I just wanted you to know how important you are, and that we are supporting you and doing our best to see and hear you as you are being the buffer for families and for students by being a caring and consistent adult in their lives. So thank you.
Hello, Oregonian educators. My name is Jill Baker. I'm one of 2 youth suicide prevention coordinators at the Oregon Health Authority. When I got the email that said that we had the opportunity to thank you, our educators, by doing a virtual hug, I was all in from the get-go. Thank you so much for all of the love and care and thoughtfulness you've given to our students in the state of Oregon throughout this incredibly difficult year. I am a mother of 4 of those Oregonian students, and I'm a wife of an Oregonian educator. And so I see firsthand and receive firsthand the love and care that many of you are showing to your students. My tip is to do your very best this summer to rest. Have it be as long and as slow and as lazy as you can, and don't sign up for extra stuff. Now is not the time. You need rest. You've been through an unimaginable year in a way that nobody else can really understand. And so while you will have to fight that guilt, do the work of fighting it and give yourself a long and lazy summer. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Megan Careto. I'm a doctor of social work and a licensed clinical social worker. So I want to share something with you that has been very encouraging to me as a helper. So there was a therapist named Winnicott who talked about the idea of the good enough caregiver. And Winnicott said that a caregiver does not need to be perfect in order for a child to be able to develop and grow. They have to be good enough. They have to be good enough to provide support to that child, help that child to explore, allow that child to make mistakes, to figure out how to get themselves back up again when they fall in. And I really like the idea of the good enough helper or the good enough teacher. It's this idea that we don't have to be perfect in order to provide meaningful trauma-informed support to the kids that we're encountering. It means that we can make mistakes. It means that we're not expected to be perfect. And when we have those moments when we're not perfect, when we have those moments when we can do better, we're identifying ways to support ourselves in recovering and getting back up again, the same way that we would support students, children, in getting back up again when they make a mistake. We have to also do that thing for ourselves as well, and to realize that we don't have to be perfect, but we have to be good enough.
To all the educators, teachers, school staff, admin, etc. out there, we appreciate you. There's a lot of gratitude for you, and we're aware of how much care and intention that you've given to your work. And families and kids out there, I'm sure, are aware of it too, even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes. So yeah, hang in there, and thank you for all the work that you do in helping make sure that students can show up as their full selves during this really rough year. My name's Vo. Love and care and gratitude to you, and cheers.
Teachers, administrators, staff, thank you. Thank you so much for being the glue of our families, of our neighborhoods, of our communities. I am so honored to have an opportunity to just extend a deep sense of gratitude and awe for everything that you're doing, everything you've been doing, and of course, everything that's to come. I want to share 2 very quick tips. The first one is a tip I just recently learned from a mentor of mine, which has provided me an opportunity to get just enough space between the stimulus and my response. And that is the pen drop. It does wonders. It gives you an opportunity to just have a moment to assess what is going on in front of you, within you, among you, and take a moment to simply have enough space to have an opportunity to respond rather than react. So the pen drop, it hopefully will go a long way. The second one that I just wanted to offer is the really profound practice of naming it. You know, some say to name it is to tame it. And the way I imagine it is to name it is to have a relationship with it. So name for yourself what's happening within you, with your students and your families. Name what you're noticing happening between you. And of course, within our systems, the schools, the districts, and so on, let's name it. Let's name what we're seeing. Let's amplify the voices of each other's lived experience, and let's get through this.
PSU educators, this is Christine Whitaker. I'm a PSU School of Social Work alumni, and I just want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you for showing up and for investing in us and for always being the ones we can depend on. And I hope in return that you receive the grace and the patience and the understanding that is so needed in our world right now. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being there for us.
Hi, this is Hilary Harrison with the Oregon Health Authority Children's Behavioral Health Unit. Thank you so much for all that you have done for Oregon's children in the last year. Thank you for being there, wherever it was that you taught from, and whatever you went through to keep doing this important job for our youth.
Hello, my name is Ruth, and I'm an associate professor at Pacific University. It was thanks to teachers like you that I am here today. So I have deep appreciation, admiration, respect, and care for the work that you do. Thank you, gracias, from the bottom of my heart for the work that you do every day, for caring for our children, for being with them during this transitional time. I wish you the best with this new journey, with this new experience that you all are going through. And I hope that you all find moments of joy, moments of inspiration, and moments throughout the day to take a deep breath, to re-energize, and to continue doing this work that you do out of your heart and because of the love and care that you have. May you be well, may you be protected.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Terry Pedersen, and I'm a pediatrician by training. I'd like to thank all teachers out there and to specifically acknowledge my 4th and 5th grade teacher, Miss Judith Tardy, who was the one caring, consistent adult in my life who made a profound difference in who I am today. Please don't underestimate the impact you can have on children's lives. My one tip for today for you is please just remember to breathe. A nice, long, solid, unforced belly breathe. Thank you.
I have 11 grandchildren, and 5 of them were kindergartners last year when the pandemic hit. So their very first year of school, they experienced getting out of school in March and going directly to video and virtual classes for the rest of the school year, and then through this year into their first grade year. I am so thrilled that school's opening back up. So grateful for teachers for hanging in there with them when they were struggling with Zoom and other virtual platforms, and very, very appreciative of all the work and the dedication that you have toward educating our young minds. Thank you.
Hello, educators. My name is Cassie Stafford, clinical social worker, senior manager of mental health and behavior at Willamette ESD. I wanted to take a moment to send appreciations your way for all the hard work that you're engaging in this year. You are doing an incredible job helping these young people be resilient during this challenging time. So please give yourself a pat on the back. I know you're being asked to do a lot from lots of different angles, but you can only do your best, no more and no less. So make sure that you are spending some time giving yourself some space and grace, and we really do wish you the best of luck going through the last portion of this marathon of a year. Sending lots of light and love out there. Thank you.
Hola, mi nombre es Evelyn Salinas y yo trabajo en Centro Latinoamericano en Eugene, Oregon. Soy la directora del programa de salud mental en esta agencia y quiero mandarles este mensaje a todos los maestros, maestras, al personal de educación, que su primer idioma es el español. Quiero mandarles todo mi apoyo, decirles mucha fuerza. Este año ha sido muy difícil, pero ustedes han hecho un gran trabajo. Ustedes sí ayudan a familias latinas, a personas que hablan español. Muchísimas gracias por eso. Cuídense mucho porque son bien importantes para que niños y niñas salgan adelante, para que jóvenes puedan terminar su educación. Muchísimas gracias, todo mi apoyo con ustedes.
Nicole Brown, Trauma-Informed Oregon Steering Committee member. I just wanted to give a big shout out to all of the teachers, educators, support staff, amazing professionals who've really stepped up and answered the call to creatively modify and adjust and still really show up to provide support and nurturing and to build resilience and emotional growth in students and families. I am extremely grateful and appreciative of all that you've done and continue to do. One of my favorite poets, Audre Lorde, said, "When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid." As you all go out and dare to be powerful in the upcoming weeks, may you know that you are the hero to many, and that you have a network of support and encouragement that is behind you and holding space for you as you hold space for others. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Good morning. I would like to say thank you to all the teachers, educators that are going back into the classrooms. During this time, of the unknown, I want to say thank you for being there for my grandchildren and keeping, the education alive for them. I give you a virtual hug. My sincere thank you for all that you do. And I hope that one day we'll be back to normal, right? I pray that God protects you and keeps you as you have to enter the classroom and your families. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Erin Fairchild, and I work with systems and communities that support children and youth who are impacted by trauma. And I just want to say thank you so much for being so important in the lives of the children in our communities. Some of the most incredible, innovative, trauma-informed, loving, and nurturing responses to children struggling during the pandemic have come from educators and school staff. I've seen the ways that you have moved mountains to connect with students during one of the most difficult times we've all gone through together. And I just want to say, as you start to navigate the in-person return to school and hybrid learning and all the unknown that we face, that just you being a safe, connected adult in the lives of children makes all the difference. It's such a buffer. It matters so much. Who you are to these kids matters more than I can say. So thank you so much for who you are and everything you do for our kids.